Geek finale.
This season on Beauty and the Geek, 14 people participated in a social experiment designed to see if 7 beauties and 7 geeks could help each other become a whole lot more.
Hello, ladies.
It's like, geez, what are we doing with these doors?
The beauties and the geeks formed teams.
Hello.
The geeks taught the beauties things like auto maintenance.
I broke a nail, and I got my pants dirty, but it was completely worth it. Oh my God!
Rocket science.
I don't know how to build a rocket. Oh my God!
And fishing.
Oh, I broke the thing.
While the beauties taught the geeks things like women's fashion.
You're a zero. I don't know what a zero means. A zero means you don't exist.
And the art of massage.
Yeah, this is great.
And picking up women.
You're here.
It was a learning experience that changed each person in their own way.
I just realized, like, how superficial girls that look like us can treat guys who look like some of them. And that all these guys are, like, some of the greatest guys I've ever met.
And romances no one ever thought possible.
The old me would have been willing to live in the house for 2 weeks and never tell Scarlett what a special person she is.
I never thought I would fall for a nerd.
Last week, the 3 final teams went on a camping trip, and the hard feelings between Richard and Chuck came out in the open.
You stop around by the fire right now.
Stop it.
All right?
In the end, Chuck and Kylan won the race through the forest, forcing Sean and Scarlett to face off against Richard and Mindy in the elimination room.
You can do this, I know you can.
Despite Sean's experience as a Boy Scout, Richard and Mindy prevailed for the 3rd time in a row. Richard, you are now in the finals up against Chuck and Kylan. And Sean and Scarlett were sent home. Now it all comes down to this. The final 2 teams go head-to-head for a chance to win $250,000. Chuck and Kylan. And Richard and Mindy. It's all up to you. Richard and Chuck have been bitter rivals, but only one of them can come out on top. Who has changed the most?
Oh my God!
Who has made the biggest transformation? Which team has become more than just the beauty and the geek?
I would really like to see Sean and Scarlett coming back tonight. The main reason, I guess, would be that I want to have as much time as I can with Scarlett.
We're back! I didn't look Chuck in the eye because I'd be afraid that he would karate chop me.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Scarlett is gone, and I felt like the house all of a sudden got a lot bigger and a lot colder. I guess for a moment I almost sort of felt a little bit of panic setting in. When I feel that, what I try to do is burn it off just enough to start to feel the pain setting in. The initial surge was passing. Took a few deep breaths.
Chuck is very nervous, kind of pacing around. And there's only 4 of us left in this mansion, so, why not try and, make up? Truce. I took a couple of karate lessons, Ishin-Ryu.
Okay.
And my favorite move was this. Right? And I always thought that it would be great just to walk down the street going.
Rich was sort of curious about my background in the martial arts.
How about this? Wait, isn't this one a move too?
There were a couple of things he wanted to show me, a couple of techniques that were sort of relatively flashy, involved some effort, a lot of technique.
Here we go. Huh? Anything? Ow. Ow. I should probably watch my step around Chuck, because I know now that with the flick of a wrist, he can kill me. Now, right now, you put your hand on that and just drag me down, and that's it.
But I'm trying to remember which. Let's see.
Oh, jeez.
Sankyo. Ikkyo. I can't remember which one's which. Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is amazing. Wherever Chuck was, I was trying to be. It was hilarious. Chuck is hilarious. I could not find the inner Chuck while I was up there meditating. Although it did feel kind of good afterwards, so maybe I should do this more often.
Did you and Chuck have a moment?
He's my new best friend. Chuck's awesome. I'm gonna let him win tomorrow.
I mean, they go from being like enemies in the house to meditating together. I don't know. I don't know what came over either of them.
So it's Mindy and Rich and me and Kite for the final challenge today.
I have no idea what the final challenge will be.
Congratulations on being the final two teams. When you arrived, you all possessed specific talents, but there were many areas in which you were lacking. But throughout the course of this game, you opened your minds and your hearts to your partners, and as a result, you've broadened your horizons and learned a whole new set of skills. Ladies, did you ever think you would learn about car maintenance or rocket science? And guys, did you ever think you would have the confidence to dance in front of an audience or walk up to a complete stranger and ask her for her phone number? These are all the things that you've accomplished in your time here. But now it's time to demonstrate your strengths. You will have the opportunity to show your partner something that you excel in, an activity that displays what makes you unique. Enjoy your last 2 days together. When I see you next, it will be at the final elimination. Good luck to you guys.
Before the final showdown, we've got a little bit of a day off to just sort of share something that we are proud of and sort of care deeply about with our partners. Given sort of how much it's meant to me, I thought this would be a great time to introduce Kite to the martial arts. Okay? And before we step onto the mats, we're always going to bow. Okay, just a 30-degree inclination of the body. Keep your chin up, just like this. And then go ahead and step on, okay?
I am excited to see Chuck do something that he really enjoys.
And go ahead and give it a shout. Remember, you're using your voice as a weapon.
Okay.
And go!
What is it again? Ki-ai?
Ki-ai.
Okay. Ki-ai.
It's coming from here. You're using sort of that explosive utterance to power your strike. And go!
Ki-ai.
Coming up, Keidelin shows Chuck how to impress the ladies.
I can give the illusion of competence.
Yes, yes.
And Richard takes Mindy's breath away. When Beauty and the Geek returns.
I went with Chuck to a martial arts studio. Kempo isn't something I ever pictured myself doing. We got started and I just learned some basic punches and kicks.
In an actual situation, you never see people fight like this, right? They fight like this. But because my hands are comfortable with the trip,
That's a little close, jeez. Chuck did come a little too close at a couple different times.
the distance has been about this, right? I mean, you're gonna hit sort of at the end of the extension. Pick your target and straight out.
I'm not comfortable with this being thrown at my face. Today, I took Richard kayaking. I pretty much grew up at the lake, and I just thought it would be a good experience for him.
Is there a seatbelt in this thing or no?
No, you don't want a seatbelt.
There's no
because
seatbelt?
If you were to flip over,
Whoa.
you wouldn't be able to get out.
How cold's the water?
I'm not much of an outdoorsman.
I'm gonna do a donut.
Oh God, you're gonna run into me.
All right.
He was kind of having trouble like steering and stuff like that, and like he didn't get the concept of like how to turn.
Oh no.
Don't worry about hitting me too hard, but I want you to focus on really hitting a target.
You want me to hit you hard?
As hard as you feel like. Go. Good. Very good.
Okay, let's do it again.
All right. Kite brought a tremendous effort to what we were doing.
Ki-ai.
Go.
Ki-ai.
Go.
Ki-ai.
When I asked her for more, she gave me more. Go.
Ki-ai.
Go.
Ki-ai.
Go.
Ki-ai.
When I said hit harder, she hit harder. Good. Good. Relax for a second.
Steer on your right side. Other way. There you go. Good job.
Huh? I get the hang of this. Woo!
I thought that he was just going to be like, okay, let's go back after like 2 seconds. And he actually stayed out and enjoyed himself.
Under Mindy's tutelage, if I can learn how to kayak, anybody can learn to kayak. She was a really very good teacher.
See?
It's relaxing.
Did I just hear that come out of your mouth?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is better than sunbathing. Because, I mean, you could theoretically do this, you know, in the nude.
Back to horse stance. Excellent.
It was really fun to see Chuck, like, in his element,
Back down.
having a good time.
How you feeling?
Good.
Kind of fun, huh?
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself. I did everything he asked me to do, and I tried to gain something from the experience.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. Very fun. After we finished kayaking, Richard and I sat up on a hill, and we had a picnic.
This is beautiful. We couldn't have asked for a look at this. It's marvelous.
The water looks so blue, too.
From here, it looks like Ireland, and from there, it looks like North Ireland.
Richard was nice and calm and very sincere with everything that he said.
This is the longest time I've ever spent with a woman, and the closest I've ever got to a woman.
Okay.
And a good-looking one at that.
Oh, thank
And not as hard as I thought. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that I could click like this with a girl. And you know, I learned a little bit about sort of how things work.
How relationships work.
Yeah, I have. I think
Personal
we've developed a close relationship.
If we won, I would make out with you.
Oh, really?
I don't think I won't do it.
Oh my God, I have never made out with a girl. Now I have to win the game. A, I'd like to get the money. B, Chuck's got to go down. And C, I'll make out with Mindy.
So you gonna make out with me or what?
After my martial arts class with Chuck, I was able to demonstrate one of my talents. I cooked a meal. The next time you have a date of some sort, this is a meal that you can prepare all by yourself. So, should be impressed.
I can give the illusion of competence.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'm excited to just be able to have some one-on-one time with Chuck, just the two of us. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, no, I mean, we have any hand soap by any chance?
Chuck is a very interesting intellectual person. I've learned from this experience with him that he is very serious and he's a very self-disciplined person. We're gonna microwave these potatoes.
So I'm just sort of sticking holes in them, and we really do get along great. Every time we can have some time to just talk is a great moment. So how did you get into cooking?
My mom is phenomenal cook. I really enjoy entertaining people and creating an environment for people to enjoy each other's company, and cooking is kind of a way to bring all of that together. Now we're going to start our salmon. I use honey. It's just a very simple, I mean, you can cook salmon so many different ways. You can cook it in the oven. You can cook it on the barbecue.
I sort of helped at the steps where Kite gave me something to help with. So, you know, I sort of did what I could. I just haven't done much cooking. Is there a can that I can open? It was a very, very nice evening.
This just seemed like something we could both enjoy.
Yeah.
And a way for us to be able to spend some more time together before tomorrow. I think Chuck really appreciated what I taught him in the kitchen.
I was just going to thank you for your effort today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Cooking just kind of fell off the map for me. I think this was a great reminder of how satisfying it can be.
It's almost time to eat.
I definitely feel like it's something I'd be able to do in the future if I wanted. So that's pretty neat.
Ready?
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Now it's my turn to bring Mindy into my world, which I plan to do with a vengeance.
This is so gorgeous.
It was very classy. There are flowers strewn on the floor. We got this giant grand piano. I just wanted to make love to it. Mindy looks ravishing in her red dress. It was great. Here is a little bit of what I like to do, and I hope that you enjoy this. This is the music of Scott Joplin. What are you in the mood for? You want mellow, upbeat? You tell me.
Give me something really upbeat.
Upbeat. Fine, you got it. This is called the Maple Leaf Rag. So here we go. Here's the Maple Leaf.
Richard sitting there at the piano, I mean, he just totally seemed like a different person. He was just so at ease. I think Richard's amazing at the piano. He's just phenomenal. It was just amazing to watch him play. Like, I was just sitting there like half the time watching his fingers just go, because during some of the parts, like, it was just crazy.
It made me very happy to see her enjoying it, and I really do think that we got very close. That we were very close after that. Anyway, so that's the Maple Leaf rag.
Thank you very much, Kate. This was a great idea.
I learned a lot more about Chuck and why Chuck is the way Chuck is over dinner. Why do you feel like this experience is a lot like high school?
I guess just a lot of the things that I feel like I'm being evaluated on have to do with sort of appearance or looks and taste, and I think I'm probably just sort of oversensitive to it because I had such a miserable time in high school.
But doesn't it make you feel good to know that, like, I mean, you conquered all those, you're still here?
Because of this experience, I feel like a different person, and I've come to really like who I am. So.
I am so proud of Chuck. I've seen such a wonderful transformation in Chuck, and we've grown so close together.
Sort of teamed up for another victory on the dinner. It's delicious.
Well, thank you.
I actually wrote you a little tune-ski.
A tune-ski?
That kind of captures our time together in the mansion. I want you to just do this. So.
I can't make mine sound like that.
No, that's fine, but just Mindy, it's windy when you're not with me. She liked the song, she read music, she turned the pages, and it couldn't have gone better. It really couldn't have. Mindy, it sure is getting cold in here. Turn up that heat. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. My, oh, my.
It was so funny. I got to sit there and play, and I couldn't even do it half the time because I was laughing so hard. I really wish that we would have had a piano the whole time, because I don't think I would have been nearly as frustrated with him.
Oh, Mindy, it's windy when you're not with me.
Today is the last day of everything, the competition, living in the house, being partnered with Kite. And I have this weird sort of sense of simultaneously wanting everything to speed up and wanting everything to slow down. The primary anxiety that I have at the moment is that the final elimination is still such an unknown quantity. I'm just looking forward to finding out how it is that we're going to be squaring off tonight.
You gonna go prepare?
No. I'm ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm always ready.
You're ready, Teddy? I think that's a song, Ready, Teddy.
There's nothing you can really do to prepare, since we don't even really know what will be tested on in the elimination round. So I'm just packing my bags and getting ready to go.
Today's my last day here. It's unbelievable that I made it this far. Unbelievable and exciting.
You're not even nervous, are you?
No, I'm getting tan.
I'm getting a little jumpy, you know?
Why?
Well, we could win $250,000. That's not too shabby. And I don't know how Mindy can sit by the pool, relaxed and calm, when there's this much at stake.
Oh, do you have any ideas of what might be in the elimination?
I haven't the faintest.
Yeah.
Should I study fashion? Should I study massages? Should I study cars, rocket ships? I have no idea. This whole thing is just a giant nebulous cloud.
They haven't given us study material, so there's nothing to study.
No, there's no study materials.
Right, there's nothing to study, so...
I mean, should I start reflecting on what I've learned and everything?
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to think about what you've learned and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
You have been. Have you learned things? You've learned things?
One big thing that I've learned, I'm such a pushover.
A pushover?
A pushover. I always just let things kind of like slide by me. If something makes me mad, I usually don't talk about it. But like I've learned to make myself be able to say something when it bothers me.
You've learned to speak up for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, everything I've learned here has been greater than what the challenges have taught us.
Reflecting, changing, I don't know.
You have the confidence to get up in front of strange girls and just, you know, smooth talk them into getting their phone number.
Yeah.
You know, and you've never done that before.
Girls, for me, were like, you know, separate, you know, sort of human beings that, you know, it's just, but they're, you know, they're not.
I think you've learned a lot. You just have to dig down and find out what it is that you have learned.
Before we had to go downstairs to elimination, we had just a little bit of time to sort of sit and kind of cap off the whole experience.
I really can't even believe it's the last.
I mean, yeah, some days I'm like, you know what, we just got here yesterday, and other days it's like, you know, back when we arrived in 1994.
That's what it feels like.
But why'd you pick Chuck?
Because he made eye contact with me right before he left the room. And I thought that was a really great thing. And then I also did it because, you know, I think the other girls were really, really nervous. Don't be jealous. Hi. How are you? I'm Kaitlyn.
Kaitlyn, it's nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too, Chuck. That's why I picked him. Thank goodness I did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change it.
Oh, got you this far, you know?
Got me this far, yeah.
We're here because of Mindy. You want to talk about transformation? She's the brainiac. She's the geek, and I'm just with the beauty, with the pretty face.
Rich, these are my two favorite books on meditation.
Oh, thank you.
Since we didn't get a chance to meditate.
Yeah,
together.
no, that was. You
just a tiny
subscribe to
little
that,
book,
you know,
and-
the inner stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's made a pretty big difference in my life.
Hey.
I'm excited at the chance to win the final game, basically. But I personally, from the bottom of my heart, feel like I'm already a winner.
Some people are going to say, oh, you know, if I leave here without having won the money, oh, we're all winners. We're going to say, no. Tonight's the night, and I would like to win.
Well, let's wrap this up,
Let's just wrap it
I'm
up,
not a big fan of long goodbyes, ever.
Yeah.
Chuck!
Rich.
Chuckaroo!
Richie-roo.
Put her there.
I want you to know that you started crying first.
No one will be shocked.
Check out those books.
No. I won't. No. I won't check out those books. I'll chuck them out.
You didn't think you were going to make it this far?
And I'll
In the beginning.
myself up a job.
Hey, you know, that's,
I'll try your religion, you try mine.
that's,
We'll,
hey, yeah, there you go, there you go.
Ooh, you popped my back. Good. Felt good.
I think good.
Yeah, it was good.
Give me a rundown of your entire life in a couple of minutes.
Tonight, Richard and I will be competing as a team against Chuck and Kaitlyn for $250,000.
I mean, even if we don't win, you're not going to be mad at me, right?
No, Chuck.
I know. I mean, I just, you know.
You just need to hear me say that?
Yeah.
I hope they don't ask us this stuff with the kayaking.
I doubt it's going to be asking questions.
We'll have to be, like, I have to tell all about you, isn't it?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I'm flipping out here.
I know, I can tell. I feel that I'm ready for whatever may happen tonight. Richard is scared out of his mind right now.
You're just sitting there calm and...
Yes, I know.
I mean, there's no more, I mean, this is it, Mindy.
I can stay calm enough to be able to concentrate.
That's going to be very important.
That is going to be our biggest strength, is the ability to stay calm. Our biggest by far.
I can't believe, what the hell could they ask us?
I don't think it's
What is this, a biography?
I don't
We have to give a biography? What is this?
This will be more nebulous. I'm sure it'll have to do with who's been paying the most attention and stuff like that. But who knows?
Who does know?
I learned a lot, but I mean, it's like to sort of list it, it's hard.
You are worrying about this.
Yeah, I am
way
worried
too
about this
much.
because we have no idea what the hell is going on.
Neither do they, but they're not freaking out.
How do you know? Maybe they're freaking out. Maybe one of them jumped out the window already.
never fearing elimination, we've never had to face it.
That's such a great way to look at it. Wow. I never thought about it like that.
I mean, are we going to have to know about the constellation? It's going to be like a repeat of the... I can't deal with this. Are we doing with the massage? What are we doing here? Because I don't know. I tore the massage book to shreds. I just ripped it apart after we lost. I was that mad.
The greatest good appertains to the warrior who neutralizes his assailant's attack without harming the assailant.
This is not fair. It's vicious.
Richard, you're
What?
freaking out.
To be in my shoes is like being in Dante's Inferno. Just blazing, chains everywhere, heat, torture. It's like being in the center of the sun.
Let's try and get our mind off of this. Put you at ease, because you're really nervous right now. I don't really know how I can help him prepare, because no matter what, I mean, just by the nature of how Richard is, he's gonna be nervous. I think I'm at a point right now that I want to win.
You are. I'm very glad to hear that. But don't get nervous.
I didn't go through 3 elimination rooms to walk out of here with nothing.
That's the attitude, girl.
I didn't.
Girl, that's the attitude.
Ready, bud? Let's do this.
I'm ready.
There's always the possibility that when the challenge is unveiled, it will reveal that there is something we should have been doing to prepare that we didn't do. It will create the possibility for self-recrimination.
Let's go.
You learned that too. You okay?
You're
all right?
okay. You're all smiles. You're doing great.
I know. I'm not nervous. We're gonna go kick some butt like we do every other time. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Walking down the stairs into the elimination chamber, I am just very, very scared, and I'm very nervous.
This is it. There's no turning back. We don't get a second chance at this one.
I am a little more agitated than I have been in the past eliminations, but for the most part, I'm just trying to not think about it too much, because it's just gonna make me nervous if I do.
This is like the Super Bowl of my life here. Everything is at stake. Everything that this whole experience has been about, this is it. I gotta get Chuck, I gotta make out with Mindy, and it's all coming to a head tonight.
Mindy, Richard, Chuck, Kydelin, congratulations on making it to the final elimination. Kydelin and Chuck, you sent these two to the elimination room 3 times in a row. Isn't this ironic?
Don't you think?
Brian, I just want to say that I feel cool and collected.
We'll see, we'll see. This elimination will test you on how well you got to know someone who came from a world that you were told that you didn't belong to. You will each be asked 10 personal questions about your partner. The team that gets the most correct wins the competition and $250,000. Chuck and Kydelin will go first. Richard and Mindy, you'll be sequestered in separate rooms until it is time for you to come back and it's your turn. You may leave now. Chuck and Kydelin. Ladies first. Kydelin, here's your question. Kydelin, in what city and state was Chuck born?
I know it was in Iowa. Sioux Falls, Iowa?
That is incorrect. Atlanta, Georgia.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Chuck, how do you spell Kydelin's name?
C-A-I-T-I-L-I-N.
That is correct.
Good job.
Kydelin, Chuck has talked about his travels. In what country did he study abroad as a foreign exchange student?
France.
That is correct. 2 questions right. Chuck, what 2 colleges did Kydelin attend?
Colorado State University and University of Nebraska.
That is correct.
Woohoo!
Kydelin, you've heard Chuck talk about his passion for medicine. At what university is he currently going to medical school?
UPenn.
That is correct. Chuck, what what medication is Kydelin allergic to?
Penicillin?
That is correct. Kydelin, what is Chuck's father's occupation?
Chuck's father is an economics professor.
That is correct. Chuck, in what city and state was Kydelin born in?
Omaha, Nebraska?
Sorry, that is incorrect. Scottsbluffs, Nebraska.
Good try, you were close.
It is 6 questions out of 8 correct. Moving on. Kydelin, Chuck told you it was a lead role in a play that led him to get involved in martial arts. What is the name of the play that he was in?
Romeo and Juliet.
That is correct.
Great job.
This is your last question. 7 questions correct. Chuck, it's in your hands. You got to taste some of Kydelin's cooking. But who did she tell you is the most amazing cook?
Her mother.
That is correct. 8 questions correct out of 10. Congratulations, you two.
It was like a breath of fresh air. I mean, it was like 100 pounds lifted off my shoulders when he got that right.
Let's see how well Richard and Mindy will do. Welcome back to the elimination room. Kydelin and Chuck, well, we gave them 10 questions. And out of those 10 questions, they answered 8 correctly.
All right. Chuck and Kydelin had answered 8 questions correctly out of 10. I mean, it was just looking pretty grim for us. You know, I was just afraid that I was going to collapse under pressure. And I'd never been that nervous in the elimination room before.
So Richard, Mindy, it's a lot of pressure on you two. Let's play, shall we? Mindy, in what city and state was Richard born?
I'm just going to go Fremont.
That is incorrect. Flemington, New Jersey.
I knew it was an F.
So Richard, Mindy, you need to get the next 9 correct to actually win. 8 to tie. Richard, what country did Mindy visit to perform at the World's Fair?
My gut instinct said Spain. Just say Spain.
I do not know. I believe it is Italy.
It was incorrect. Answer is Spain. You get this next question wrong, Chuck and Kydelin will walk out of here with $250,000.
No pressure.
That's it. It's been a great time at the mansion, and I'll see you all later. Because we have to answer now every single question right, just to tie.
So Richard, Mindy, you need to get the next 8 correct to tie. You get this next question wrong, Chuck and Kydelin will walk out of here with $250,000.
When we missed the first 2 questions and the host said, you need the next 8 to tie, I am just thinking, well, it's all over. I said, how the hell are we going to get this?
Mindy, while in college, Richard studied abroad in what country?
Spain.
That is correct. Richard, in what city and state was Mindy born?
Mindy was born in Kansas City, Missouri.
That is correct.
When they asked me where Mindy was born, and I knew it, I said Kansas City, Missouri. I'm thinking, well, okay, we're starting to pick up momentum a little bit.
Mindy, Richard told you that he often attends a music festival that honors what composer?
Scott Joplin.
That is correct. Richard, how many brothers and sisters does Mindy have?
Mindy has their 2 siblings, a brother and a sister.
That is correct. 4 questions remain. You need to get all of them correct in order to tie Chuck and Kydelin. Mindy, Richard is majoring in 2 subjects in college. Name one of his 2 majors.
History.
That is correct. Richard, you showed Mindy your skills on the piano. But what instrument did she play when she was younger?
When she was younger, Mindy played the flute.
6 in a row for you guys.
They got the 3rd question right, then the 4th, then the 5th. By the 6th question that they got right, my hands were starting to tremble.
I went from the verge of jubilation sort of right back to panic again.
2 questions remain. It's over to you, Mindy. You get the last 2 right. Mindy, You picked out clothes for Richard's makeover. Mm-hmm. What size waist does Richard wear in his pants?
A 28 or 30.
That is correct. One more, and you force a tiebreaker. But you missed this. You walk out of here with nothing. It all comes down to you, Richard.
I can't do this.
You're fine. You're fine.
You've been getting dressed in the same room with Mindy for the past few weeks. How many tattoos does she have?
Two.
You force a tiebreaker.
All right. Oh, my God.
Somehow they tied us, and I just thought now it's going to be snatched away from us.
Congratulations, Kyle and Chuck, Richard, Mindy. This is the tie-breaking round. Each team will be given only one question. If both teams answer correctly, we will start another tiebreaker round. Ladies will go first, and we'll start with you, Kyle.
Okay.
You bought new clothes for Chuck during the makeover. What size waist does Chuck wear in pants?
A 34.
That is correct. Mindy, it's back over to you. Remember, you missed this. Chuck and Keidelin will walk out of here with $250,000. If you get this correct, we have another tie. And a gentleman will answer questions to break that tie. You ready? Mindy, when you and Richard were talking about drinking, he said he got a hangover from drinking what brand of mouthwash?
He got a hangover from drinking Listerine.
That's correct. We have another tie. Chuck, it's your turn. What is Keidelin's middle name?
Asimo.
That is correct. Richard, it's in your hands. You get this right, we go for another tiebreaker. You get this wrong, you walk out of this house with nothing. Chuck and Keidelin will walk out of here with $250,000.
Forget the money. Making out with Mindy is what's at stake here. That's the most important thing at this point.
Richard, what is Mindy's middle name?
They asked me this question about Mindy, and I said to myself, I do not want to be the guy that lets her down.
I need an answer.
I'm going to say Jackie.
Richard, that is incorrect. Chuck and Keidelin, congratulations. You are $250,000. Richard?
It was so astonishing. It was just such a terrific moment.
Chuck?
Well played.
Congratulations.
Chuck, you know, he has every right to be happy. He won the game. But having to shake his hand and congratulate him.
I was just so close. I was just hoping that everything would work out.
Chuck, Keidelin, you just won $250,000. You did it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are no longer the beauty and the geek.
I've seen such a wonderful transformation in Chuck, and we've grown so close together. Not only did we just win $125,000 each, but we won a priceless friendship.
When I first met Richard, he was the nerd of the nerds. But now, he's someone that I will forever hold near and dear to my heart.
Chuck taught me that there is a time to laugh and joke, and there is a time to be serious. And he reminded me that I'm smarter than even I think I am.
Since we've been here, I've gotten to see people beyond their face value.
I'm very proud of you, Mindy, because you did not jump out of the window after 2 nights. You stuck with it. That ain't easy.
No, it's not.
Starting the moment that I set foot in this house, this experience has been a constant opportunity to sort of test my idea of who I think I am and who I want to be.
I'm a more confident guy. I mean, now, you know, look out. You know, I'm going to be asking women their phone numbers. I mean, look, it's only just begun.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too, kiddo.
Hey, huh? Mwah. How about that?
You like that?
That's as close we are to making out.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Geek. It's not over yet. Everyone reunites for the aftermath next Wednesday, 8/7 Central.